Yo, how's it going, Paradox? Hopefully I rebound everything correctly. Nashville and Memphis would be pretty close to your route. Well, I'm fine with hitting up really anything in the southeast. You know, I just want to end at that destination. I'm not gonna fly direct, I don't think, over to Louisiana in a single hop, right? But Nashville and Memphis, that could be cool. Hey, Purple Giraffe, how's it going? Hey, Jaja. Also, John. Shouldn't you be working, John? Isn't that what you're doing? Let's hop in. I'm in the Baron 58. This is my plane, guys. This is my favorite plane to fly in X-Plane 11. Hopefully, this is going to be my favorite thing to fly in this as well. It's a twin engine. You're doing pretty bad. That sucks, man. Hopefully, you can do better soon. You're multitasking? Okay, that's all right. That's all right then. What do we got? So let's get rid of these yokes. We don't need those. Can I open up the window for clear prop? I can't. So Baron 58 is just like a little 5-seater here for passengers, like commercial kind of stuff. We're gonna be flying out of West Virginia today, out of my hometown airport. And I'm going to kind of continually take off from my hometown airport because I just think that's cool, being able to take off where I'm from and then fly to a destination of your guys' choosing. But we're going to be working towards Louisiana from West Virginia today. Just get into the game. Let's see if it's working. Loading screen looks a little bit pixelated. Good luck, Paradox. Good luck to you. I am in live, so if you guys have the game and you want to fly with me, you're more than welcome to do so. I am just going to turn off crashing before that gets anywhere. Flight model, realistic. Yeah, switch flight model. And I don't know how to, is it just crash realism? Would that be it? I don't know. Go to top Mount Everest from my hometown. That's a real far flight. Actually, I'm gonna keep everything the way it is. Working till 3, so no flying for you right now. All right, that's cool. Anyways, we're gonna be flying from West Virginia. I just have the takeoff airport selected. I haven't decided on any other direction that we need to go or any other destination that we're going to be doing. We're doing live weather too, which I think is fine. I like live weather. That way it's kind of changing as we go. So, yes, that's what role pilots do. They turn off crash realism. You know, it's if number one safety feature on all planes, crash realism. There's a knob. I think it's underneath their seat. You know, just so people don't see them fiddling with it. Airline pilots do it as well. Fly up to Pittsburgh. It's a little bit in the opposite direction. We're going more towards Louisiana. Let me get Google Earth here. Maps. Google. So if you guys have anywhere you want to see in this little corridor, let me know. We're currently, if I zoom out, maybe it might be best to stay on normal street view, you would think. But this is fine. Alright, so we're currently taking off here from West Virginia, around this area. And we are going all the way down to Lafayette. Down there. So, yes, insurance agents hate this one weird trick pilots use. That is very true. So, you know, states that we'll be crossing over, if you guys live there and you want me to swing by your town, you definitely can. But, you know, we could cross over Kentucky, Tennessee. We can go down through the Carolinas to Georgia and Alabama and over. I don't think we should go as far as Florida. But pretty much anything through here. What about Myrtle Beach? I mean, that's... That's still the wrong direction. Take a short detour to Minnesota. Just up here, eh? Yeah? So Nashville, Tennessee, I think is going to be a common suggestion. I think that would be fine to go down to Nashville. We might need a point in between these two stops, though. How can you pause? Pause break. It's above page up. That would be like pause. It wouldn't pause the sim. It would just pause your aircraft. So Nashville, okay, we can do that. So Parkersburg down to Nashville. Maybe we can swing over to Louisville then? Louisville, Kentucky? I think that would be cool if we could do that. So Parkersburg to Louisville to Nashville. That'll be our first leg, and then from there we will decide where we want to go. So let's do that. I need some airport codes. I didn't plan this out at all. All right, so let's do Louisville airport code. Looks like SDF. Is that it? Well, KSDF. KSDF. All right, let's hop back into here. Let's get the Baron started, guys. We'll get the Baron started. Are you flying with a stick and the controls and stuff, or just a mouse and keypad? I have a Logitech Extreme Pro 3D joystick. No HOTAS or anything fancy. Just a simple joystick that gets me through everything here. So let's do that. Turn on mixture. Crack the throttle just a little bit. Turn on fuel selectors. I'm going to open up the cowls. So we get some air there. Turn on the batteries. There we go. Don't know the terminology of all these dongles flight sim players have. I don't either. Double check. I have. I brought like a lot of fuel for this, so we're I think at 70% fuel capacity right now, which is a pretty good. It's supposed to be working right now. See, I took 2 days off for flight sim, just for this. We'll get the, I guess, the strobe light on just so people might be able to see us. That's fine. Connection lost. Please ensure you have an active internet connection. Can you guys still hear me? Because if you can, then that means I have an active internet connection, and this is lying right here. All right, so I'll turn on the avionics and we'll work on putting in our flight plan here. Flight plan. All right, there we go. All right, so we are currently at K. See, I enjoy the startup process. KP. And again, if you guys have this, you can definitely join me in the flight. KBBK. Okay. Enter. Alright, so we got that. Don't you have Wi-Fi in that plane? I hope so. I hope I have Wi-Fi in this plane. It should be working. Alright, there we go. And we're going to KSDF. This will be the first place we go. This is over in Louisville, Kentucky. F. Enter. Okay. So we're getting a route planned out. This is the first time I'm really using the flight plan tools of this stuff. But yeah. Does anyone have a chance experience an actual aircraft? How realistic is all of this? Obviously, it seems pretty legit, but I'm still curious. John does have the flight experience. I'm no controller, and when I click Y plus up on the D-pad, sure I'm not being applied. Can you suggest something? I have my controls rebound. I can't really. Basically, you just have to check your key bindings at that point. John, yes, John will be joining us with the stream tonight. Is the game confusing? It's as confusing as you want it to want it to be. You know, the game will essentially be as difficult or as easy and arcadey as you want it to be, which I think is great. It really opens up the door to flight sim and to other people. But yeah, all right. So from there, we're going to Nashville. Nashville. K, B, and A. All right, so we'll do that. Go down. Now, I'm not, a pro when it comes to setting up autopilot or routes or anything. Honestly, don't expect to learn much from me, but hopefully John in chat can answer any and all questions because he is a professional. KBNA, Nashville International. Enter that. Okay, active flight plan. Looks to be fine. I should really, at some point, put in waypoints and things, but I'm too lazy to kind of learn waypoints and those type of stuff. Let's do GPS for our nav. Okay. And at this point, our flight plan is currently set. So those two little hops. And then when we land, guys, at Nashville, we'll decide on other routes to work our way down to Louisiana. Professional, almost. The G1000 panel is new to you? Yeah, well, I honestly kind of don't like having an LCD screen here. I miss the dials. I think that's cool, but it's fine. That's the correct barometric pressure, so that's fine. And let's go radio. I think an HP laptop work on this. Check the minimum requirements of the game, and if you don't meet the minimum requirements, I wouldn't suggest giving it a go. But definitely check your requirements on your machine and compare it to what Microsoft says. Let's check ATIS.
Parkersburg Airport information, Oscar 1600 Zulu. Wind 278 at tree. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 1 tree. Dew point, 1 tree. Altimeter, 29.902. ILS runway tree in use. Landing and departing runway tree. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions.
Alright, so we got, looks like we are taking runway 3 out. I'm just going to set my heading indicator to runway 3. There. And we'll probably have to taxi heading 21 just to get down to the bottom of runway 3. So that'll help me figure out the taxiways a little bit. I'm going to start up the engine. Let's start up an engine. Or should I do pushback first? What's the procedure in pushback, John? Is it before engine startup or after engine startup? I would assume maybe one engine start pushback. I don't know. Prop sync we'll do when we're in the air. I'll get piton heat on. Batteries are fine. Before. All right, I'll turn piton heat off then. All right, let's do a pushback. The audio has been a little weird today. I reinstalled the game, guys, so, you know, ATC has been a little lackluster. Let me, yeah, the only reason I'm doing it is because they're here, and I don't want to chop his head off. I'm gonna try and keep this a little legit. So I undid the parking brake. He'll come back here and grab onto the wheel. Now what'll most likely happen is he'll clip through the plane and then freak out and then kind of clip. I feel like each plane has like a weird hitbox that this thing has to get to. And then it kind of snaps. So there it is. There we go. That's correct. So we're getting pushed back. Let's go to the right.
Parkersburg ground UH-32 tree 2 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and stop here. Just that's fine. Okay. Back to clearance. Alright, let's go clear prop. We're good? We're fine? Alright, we're fine. We are fine. Let's get altimeters on, pitot on. I believe we'll use some fuel boost to start. Okay. I'm gonna turn on my beacon now that we're kind of pushed back. Come on. Gotta hold it with my mouse. Alright, so we got left engine up and running. Oil's fine, oil pressure's fine. RPM's a little, I mean, it's not high by any means. I'm gonna make sure our parking brake's back on. I'm gonna sit around like 1700 RPM. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, right engine coming online. RPM going up as well. Oil pressures, everything's still fine. Alright, we can... I don't need the fuel boost pump probably anymore. Our nav lights on. Our taxi lights on. Landing gear lights on. Fuel is good. I'm gonna bring back the cows a little bit. That'll lean us out a little bit. Okay. I think we're good to go, chat. We are good to go. We're finally ready to taxi, I think. So, let's depart west. Alright, taxi and hold short of runway 3 via taxiway across runway 28. Contact tower. 1237. Alright, so we'll go to 1237 and let's get the yokes back in there. Alright, John, if I'm missing something, let me know, but I think we're good. I did this without a checklist. So, I think we're okay. You're not slept yet? Still trying to download the sim? Well, hopefully you can get into it soon. Is it playable with mouse and keyboard only? It's playable with controllers. It is playable with, you know, in any keyboard setup that you want. So I just want to check these a little bit. There's a bus on the runway, so if there's a bus on the runway, I can go ahead and cross this. So we need to cross runway 28 here. Now, sometimes at this airport, they'll have you taxi out runway 28. Because right now, really only runway 3 is active. So sometimes they'll have us use runway 28 as a taxiway, I believe. But I'm going to follow the ATC currently in the game. Yeah, it's a wide turn. Should have saw that coming. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright, so we're going to cross 28 again. Okay. Does it download 93 gig, then rest? So for me, it downloaded about 91 gigs, and then it had to unpack everything, so that took a while too. So it just kind of sat there for a little while. I am at, what airport am I at? I always forget the code. I'm at KPKB. Papa Kilo. No, Kilo Papa Kilo Bravo. That one. Kilo Papa Kilo Bravo. Hey, Low Moon Hopper, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to the stream, where a guy acts like he knows what he's doing, but in reality has no idea. No idea whatsoever. Alright, so hold short runway 3 real quick. And all right, John, I need you to walk me through a mag check. Do you like this better than X-Plane? Yes, I do. A lot more. It's far more vibrant, colorful. I mean, just look at the grass out there. Hey, Burdocks, how's it going? Well, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a run up here, so you got time. If you want to hop into Kilo Papa Kilo Bravo, go ahead. So I think mag check, I want to bring it up to about, what, 1800 RPM, 1700? Then move to left mag. Left mag on both, I assume. Because I'm going to have to do mag checks on both engines. Alright, so I'm out 1710. Switch mag to left. I get a little bit of a drop there, which I think is fine. Switch this one to left. I get a little bit of a drop. It really shouldn't drop by that much, so that's fine. We'll go back to both, and it should recover back up to 1700 or so. That looks fine. I don't know if you guys can read these outputs here, but this is where my RPM is. It's a weird spot for it. Alright, so we'll switch to right. 1690, 1690. And then back onto both. Okay, I think that passes just fine. Well then, go ahead and contact ATC, say we are good to go. My NAT. Alright, request taxi, depart to the... We're going west. Depart west. Alright, contact tower on 1, 2, 3.
Taxiing hold short runway tree using taxiway Echo UH32 tree 2.
Alright, there we go. Request takeoff clearance. Where are we flying to? We are flying to... Clear for takeoff. Departure west approved. To Kilo... I don't know what S is. So KSDF. That's our destination. Acknowledge. We're good to go. We're good to go, everyone. This mouse out of the way a little bit. Alright, 1 notch of flaps. Sierra, see? Let's get it. Okay. Gears going up. Let's get rid of our notch of flaps. Why is... Wow, something is pulling me over to the right. I don't know what it is. I don't think my autopilot's on. What is that? Like, wow. Okay. I'm like really fighting my plane right now. That's, it's behaving really weird.
500.
Mid-Ohio Valley Original and Don't See You. I just took off. I am playing with the joystick myself. Let's get some altitude just so I have, in case something goes wrong, I have a little bit of altitude to work with here. But I already took off there, Paradox, so, you know, if you want to meet me towards, towards our destination, that would be good. Alright, kind of settled. Maybe I was getting some crazy gusts.
UH32 tree 2, did you hear my last transmission?
Oh, well, my bad.
Parkersburg Tower UH32 tree 2 frequency change.
Tune into Indianapolis Center. Press flight following. Seven 126.
Squawk 7126.
I don't know how to set my...
tree 2.
Wow. What? I am rolling a lot. Radar contact, okay. Northwest of Parkersburg. I wonder if that's just the weather. I don't know if it's just super windy or what. But we'll go ahead and minimize that now. I'm gonna... Oof. It's just bumpy. Alright, let's get, I don't have like a weird... trim going on, do I? No, no. Just neutral takeoff. That's fine. Rudder trim's fine. So continue to roll when you put the engines back to idle. Well, let me get prop sync up real quick. So this is me letting go. Number one, I need to trim way up. So that's letting go, and you can see I'm just rolling here. Now I don't know if this is maybe a bug with my joystick or what, but it's definitely definitely acting funky. Yeah, I shouldn't be running the engine at full. That is very true. I should also probably bring down the RPM by like 10% or so. Here, let's get autopilot engaged and see what that does. Just autopilot nav. And altitude hold. We'll just hold altitude here while we keep troubleshooting the shakiness of it. Try setting a dead zone to my joystick. My joystick actually already has a dead zone. And like I'm tapping it right now and it's not really doing anything. You know, it's not like bumping it. I honestly think it's just that windy for some reason. It's just knocking my plane around a good bit. Even though the wind was only 3 on the ATIS, but it's riding a little bit smoother here. But let's get some altitude now. Why is my vertical speed not wanting to do anything? That's weird. Wind shouldn't cause a roll though. I don't know. It could be. I don't think I have failures turned on, so something could be wrong. But yes, FS is out. It's fully released, so if you guys pre-ordered it, you can download it. Or if you just bought it now, you can download it.
American 1987 descent and maintain 10,000 feet.
Is that really for us? Double check your right engine mags. No, everything's set to both still. Let's check RPM. RPM's stable. And I believe if I had one engine out, it would want to yaw, right? It's roll because it's a very stable aircraft, so it's just a bit of lift on one side of the wing, and the wing will roll it. I mean, I was flying around earlier, it wasn't doing this, but maybe the weather changed a bit. I'm gonna turn off altitude hold here, and I'm gonna go ahead and start pitching up, because I need to gain some altitude anyways. I don't know, it was super strong, and it was... Engine out would roll and yaw. Well, I think it yaws first. Whoa.
Descend and maintain 10,000
See, that's
feet,
weird.
American 1987.
It's being real weird. Am I being talked to? No. Yes, I'm crashing.
Entry 2.905 for UH.
Why am I crashing?
3232.
I don't know. Let me turn off autopilot here. Yeah, nope. It's just really weird. Guys, this is behaving really weird. Like I am not doing these inputs. Yeah, something is way off. I might have to do a little bit of emergency landing here, because I can't gain altitude. Flaps aren't down, gear's not down. That's not creating any sort of extra forces. Just do it better? I think I have a failure going on. To be honest, I have something weird.
500.
Just restart? No. I wanna deal with the issue a little bit here. I mean, autopilot and hold altitude was honestly working fine. It was still shaky. I'm gaining altitude again. Not very well, though. To be honest. Turn off this flight director. Make sure that's not messing with anything right now. Is the gear still down? No, it shouldn't be, but we can do external view, take a look, right? I don't see anything visually wrong with the plane. Ugh. Wow. Alright, it doesn't like this either. Mess with the cowl flaps a little bit. How are things going? It's going a little rough. I don't know why, but my plane wants to crash. Not sure why. I don't think I have icing. Oh, the 500 warning. There it is again. I can't even gain altitude. I am still somehow staying somewhat on course when it comes to flying west.
500.
So that's a bonus. Put one notch of flaps in. One notch. I mean, it was doing that, I think, too. I'm gonna throttle down a little bit as well with that one notch of flaps.
124.45 for executive tree 16.
Ooh. It's quite a roll there that I had.
UH-32 tree to Huntington approach, continue as planned.
I'm trying to continue as planned.
500.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Alright. Aileron trim does not work in my favor either. Don't mess with that. Yes, this is the Beechcraft Baron 58. This is one of the deluxe premium planes. I tell you, guys, I flew literally as a test for like an hour after I reinstalled the deluxe edition to make sure I had all my planes. Do I have another controller plugged in? No, that one's not plugged in. I don't think any of these keys are stuck. So no. No other controller plugged in. We're just dealing with a little bit of in-flight madness. I'm heavily nose trim up right now. Yeah, I know my altitude is like I'm gonna turn heading select back on, because honestly that managed the left-right pretty good automatically, so I'm gonna let it do that while I fiddle manually with the vertical. Maybe, you know, to your guys' point, it could be turbulence, but I doubt it, honestly. Oh, I should be using nav, not heading. Uthra sucks at working autopilot, it seems. I mean, we got good views, right, guys? It's looking pretty good. Have I tried summoning the Megazord? Not yet. Cycle mouse control? I don't think it's mouse control. I'm barely touching my mouse. And now it's flying a lot smoother right now. As we start gaining altitude too. I don't know. Very, very strange. Yeah, when you're only 100 feet off the ground, all the detail that we can see. Alright, how far are we? We're 182 nautical miles away from our destination. ETA is currently 2 hours at this rate, but we're not at cruise yet. Where are we going? We're going over to, not Nashville, we're going to Louisville, Kentucky first, I believe. And then we're going down to Nashville, Tennessee. We took off from West Virginia. The end destination today, after all of our little hops and skips, we're working our way down to Louisiana. So, if you guys have destinations between, you know, Tennessee and Louisiana that you want to see, let me know. We'll plug it into the flight plan, and we'll add it. We'll add it in there at that time. All right, there. I got VS mode working finally. Jeez. Let's climb at 1,000, and then I'll turn on altitude hold when we're about 8,000 feet. I think that'll be a good flight level for us to reach a cruise speed of about 170 knots. How's the scale to go? It's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1. Travel times will be 1-to-1. There's a way to speed it up and stuff. We look forward to flying the DA-62 in the Citation. Flew the DA-62 yesterday a little bit. It was pretty good. It was my first time in that plane, so I didn't know it quite as well as I do the Beechcraft. Even though, to be honest, the way I've been flying this right now hasn't been too amazing looking. I was looking for the 787, but props better than jet. You know, there's just something nice about props. Gotta drop. I have to do actual work stuff now. How long are you gonna be doing this? Could be on later this evening. We're doing 2 streams today. The first stream will be probably a couple hours as we start working down to Louisiana. Second stream, we might pick up at the start of Louisiana and maybe either fly somewhere else with Pilot Guy, or we could start flying around in other places as well. Basically, in my mind, we're kind of RP flying down to Louisiana to meet up with Pilot Guy since he's at work. You know, we gotta pick him up in our plane here, guys. This is why I love the Beechcraft Baron. Look at this view that you can get out the Your PC just hit the requirement. There you go. Good. Good luck. Let's get rid of that one notch of flaps. See if we're still stable. That also might be one of the reasons why I had to throttle up a little bit. If you want beautiful USA mountain flight, fly out to KTVL North. What states is that? There's a cool lake down there. Would you recommend getting the Xbox Games Pass than buying it for $60? Well, it depends, right? So I don't play any real Xbox games, so for me it doesn't make sense to do an Xbox Game Pass. But for you, if also you want a cheap way to try and see if the game will run on your computer, then I would suggest the Xbox Game Pass. You think it was turbulence? That's crazy turbulence. If that's what that was. I'm half tempted, now that we are at altitude, to just turn off autopilot real quick. And just see what we got. So I'm not touching my joystick. Autopilot's off. Have to give it a little bit of nose down trim. But it looks normal. Honestly, it looks normal. I do need to lower my altitude a bit. I kind of overshot 8,000 feet because I was still climbing there. So let's do autopilot there. Turn off vertical speed. Kind of manually push that nose back down. School laptop can run Microsoft Flight Sim, but my gaming PC can't. Oof. Oof. It's no good. Yeah, we'll drop back down to 8,000. Yeah, I gotta go back down to 8,000 and then I can click hold alt. For some reason there's not an altitude selector. Like normally you could program it in here. But I'm not seeing it. A little weird. Can you get a free trial on the Xbox Game Pass? Don't think so. Did I download the sim? No issue. So, I had the Steam version for free yesterday that I was playing on. That Microsoft was kindly enough to give me a key for that. But it wasn't my deluxe premium edition that I paid for. So, I didn't... So I had to uninstall that and reinstall it this morning. It was a little bit of a headache for some reason. But in general, I've had an okay time getting it installed. It just takes a long time. Like I started reinstalling it around 6:30 a.m. this morning, and it finished downloading around 10:30 a.m. or so, or 10 a.m. I'm not really sure the exact timing of it. And I did have some trouble, a little bit, like selecting the right folder to install to the game, not reading it correctly and things. Wonder what city this is, guys. It looks like we got some interstates down there. How's the audio, everyone? If it's too loud, like game-wise, let me know. I know the engine sound can get a little obnoxious. Sure not Arizona? Oh, I know what Arizona. My parents live out there now. And I'm from this country, this side of the country, and so I'm used to green. And going out to Arizona and landing there in Phoenix is crazy. Did we not land yet? No, we took off from West Virginia. We're on our way over to Louisville, Kentucky right now. Heading basically straight west. And then we'll head straight south down to Nashville, Tennessee. ETA for today's first leg of the flight. We're getting some turbulence up here too. It's another 94 minutes it seems. This is our flight plan for today. Going Kilo Papa Kilo Bravo to Kilo Sierra Delta Foxtrot at the moment. This is a really long leg. It's about 213 nautical miles. I'm going to go ahead and tell our altitude to hold at this point. It looks like it snaps in around every 100 feet or so. I don't know really why it chose the 8,000 there. Hey, Famous Villains, how are you? Do you have to purchase airports? No. All the airports are free in the world. There is some payware airports if you want to upgrade the looks of them. But honestly, the default ones so far have been really good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be back in our Baron. This is my favorite plane. I don't know why.
Did you copy?
Hold on. They're trying to hand me off.
128.4 for UH 3232.
Continuous plan, altimeter 29902, that's still the same. So we're fine. Please cycle cam views. Sure, so we can go over some cam views. The base game, this is the base view of the cockpit. Does every button do something? Just about. If I hit down on my D-pad, I can start going through all the panels here. In fact, I need to turn these off. We were dealing with some major turbulence, so I didn't really time to remember those. I'd rather fly the plane than crash the plane. You know, so we can go down through all these and see all the panels. That's fine. External view. I prefer showcase view, to be honest, because that way I have control over the whole thing. You know, I think I can flip it as if we were kind of in the seat back here, in a way. Doesn't seem to be working on Linux, but I'm glad to watch you flying. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Again, if the engine noise ever gets annoying, let me know. I can turn it down. But I plan to kind of do these chill, long-haul streams in a way. I definitely prefer GA aircraft. There's some streamers, by the way, guys, that do like a 6-hour flight, you know, from Japan to India or something, or, you know, those type of things. I don't know if I'll ever do those, but... What airport? We're going over to Louisville, Kentucky. I believe we are either still over West Virginia or we're in Kentucky at this point. I'm not sure. If I had to guess, probably in Kentucky. Look at that river snake over, guys. Like all the hills. This is a cool, like, river valley. A lot of farmland in that floodplain. Makes sense, though. Not a cloud in the sky heading this way today. I do have live weather on, so you might get... Do you need a redeem code for the... No, there's no, like, codes or anything. You just buy it and you install the game and it knows. Yes, we are on Autopilot right now. Can I do Phoenix Sky Harbor? I don't know what... Like, are you talking about... In Phoenix, Arizona? If we make it out that way, yeah, I'll go to Phoenix. I kind of want to fly all over the U.S. So this first leg, we're working our way down to Louisiana from West Virginia. So if you guys have anywhere you guys want to see from West Virginia all the way down to Louisiana, we can adjust our flight plan a little bit, as long as we're still making headway that direction to go see some sights. It's an airport. Yeah, but where? Where is it? I don't know that airport. It's in Phoenix. Okay. You live in Phoenix. Nice. It's Antarctica? That's not out of the way at all. Let's go back to cockpit for a little bit. And wow, turbulence is kind of knocking us down a few hundred feet every every so often. It's pretty scary. That's doing that. Current ETA right now, guys, is 89 minutes. Or is this total? It says 128 nautical miles. And we're going, you know, about 160. So it should only be about 60 minutes to reach there. Yeah, that's fine. You know. Greenland would be cool. Yeah. New Orleans. Yeah. I want to swing down to New Orleans. That's kind of like our final destination. Did I see Joker, the movie? No. I don't really watch movies or film or... I don't know what's up with this shadow and why it's so dotty, but that's fine. So how's everyone's Tuesday doing? I've been trying since 9 p.m. last night to make sim download, no sleep yet. I mean, where'd you get it from, Steam or the Microsoft Store? What do I do for a living? I work in federal contracting, specifically NASA DoD. But I'm in like the IT side of that. Store? Please cycle cam views. Some external cam views? Or what? Because I don't know how to cycle these, like, kind of at all. I usually just kind of pick a good view and either stick with it or change it a little bit every so often. But I'm not going to do like a every 1 minute cycle cam views, you know. That was the problem. Hopefully that works. You gonna go and have class? Alright. Yeah, have a good one, Famous Films. We'll probably be here flying around when you get back. If we wanted to... Well, I didn't set the flight plan using the in-game stuff. I'm gonna turn the audio down. Just turn the audio down just a little bit, guys. Just take the edge off of it. When you fly to Sri Lanka, and it's so beautiful country, many people will like it. Yeah. So I'll be taking plenty of destination suggestions at different times. So definitely bring it up when that happens, and we'll definitely check out other areas. Yeah. So when you go to the main world map before you actually launch a flight, you select your route that you want to do, and that is your flight plan. You spawn in, your GPS is all set, yada yada. Running engineer red line, by the way. Yeah. Little bit. I'm just trying to get there a little quicker, you know. But to your point, we can come down here and... Let's see if there's a checklist for cruise. Nope. This one doesn't. Okay. Can you talk to other players? No. But there is Vatsim, which is an add-on that came with the game. I haven't used it yet. I do plan on eventually using Vatsim. But it's if we fly to Sri Lanka, we can land our flight in Mathalhala and Katunayaka international airports. I mean, if we fly out of there, potentially, you know, I'm currently doing like another flight right now, so I'm not gonna just change mid-flight. I know for everyone the landing and the takeoff and the startup, that's like the most interesting thing. But sometimes, you know, just being able to look out the window and, you know, chill with people in chat, kind of enjoy the scenery, see things that you haven't seen before is cool. Fuel's looking good. All of our instruments are looking good. How many nautical miles we got? 106. Humming into the tune of the engines. You know, it's the little things. It's the little things like that. Yeah, a bunch of farmland out this way. Still just kind of rolling hills. It's so interesting you're getting your first flying experience. Well, welcome. If you have any questions, definitely ask John Guidry in chat. He does have his pilot's license, so he likes to talk about that kind of stuff. He'll be playing with me later today when we do a second stream. Carry on and good luck. Thank you. Are there settings on the navigation panel you can change? How do you mean? Like, you're talking about like different map view, or, you know, display, changing this. Otherwise, I don't know what really any of these mean. Is that a weather radar? I guess so. We could probably test it if there were actual clouds right now, but it seems like it's a clear day. It's a nice, clear day. So Some soft rolling hills down there, and some little homes, kind of peppering the environment. Yeah, I don't know if the weather radar actually works, chat, but I hope it does. I think it would be handy. So we're going about 160 knots at the moment. There's an airport out to our left, it looks like. Somewhere down there, I think. Let's try flying while it's absolutely pouring down. Our stream yesterday, we did do some flying in a storm. Well, a light rainstorm. But we can mess with the weather and things when we do, you know, more of a less flight plan and a little bit more just kind of messing around flying sort of stream. This one to me is a little bit more like I need to learn the mechanics of the plane, and so that's the purpose of this stream. Is not in its sightseeing, right? So like I'm flying across, you know, the U.S. And stuff. So it's not like that big, whoa, look at this awesome bridge, let me fly under it kind of moment, because, you know, I can do that now, and I'm interested in learning more, and kind of sharing that with you guys as I do so, and as John loses his mind. I think that's a rail line beneath of us, right there along the river, I'm not sure. The About section of my YouTube channel has my full PC specs, so if you want to check that out, you can. That'll get you everything you need. Let's do like a tail cam. Twitch? Why are you twitching? Why are you twitching, John? What do you know it about, man? You want to be playing right now? You want to play some video games? Look at how much rudder Autopilot is having to stick in there. That's a lot of deflection. Are circuit breakers interactable? I don't know. I kind of checked them a little bit, but they don't appear to be interactable. But currently, I don't know. I'll find out when a circuit goes out, I suppose, mid-flight, and we need to try and replace it, I guess. So here you can kind of see the satellite data. I think this is a scene of satellite data taken at different. Yeah, this has to be like a different season that we're kind of flying into at the moment. It wouldn't be that noticeable if it wasn't such a straight line, because the dark green still looks fine, you know, but this is vibrant green, moody green, vibrant green, moody green. I don't know, but I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like a cloud, but could just be an image on the terrain. It's very beautiful, guys. This game looks so good, and I'm just so happy there's so many 3D trees. Ooh, we're upside down. Whoa, okay, that's weird. Don't do that again. I'm gonna give myself a headache. Go to cockpit again. Check our nautical miles here. 83 nautical miles. Everything's still within reason, it looks like. Oil pressure's good, temp's good. What's CHT stand for, John? Since you're twitching at me. What's CHT stand for? Just installing 91 gigs? Yeah. How detailed is the G1000? I have no idea. I can barely work this thing. You know, like, this is my first time I ever used the flight plan feature. Usually I do everything just set direct course to and then go, but setting up the flight plan was pretty straightforward, I would say. We could select approach. I don't know if this altitude is something that I should have keyed in or not. I don't know much about it. Cylinder head temp, thank you. Good to know. See, I'm learning. You have a GTX 1060 with 16 gigs of RAM? Oh, I got 64 gigs of RAM and GTX 1080. So, I'm not really a good benchmark, I would say. The 1080, though, handles it like a champ. Your 16 gigs of RAM will probably be okay. 32 gigs would probably be better. Because I think I actively use like 20 gigs of RAM at the moment. Should I try using one of these approach programs, guys? I've never messed with these. What do these do? Like I could do an ILS. How long until we land? The first landing, we're about 75 nautical miles out. Lateral and vertical guidance to the runways. For beginner, is it easy? Because looking at all those buttons, I'm already lost. So there's really good checklists for starting up the plane. John, you're gonna have to be teaching me all this stuff eventually. I know I could Google search all this stuff, but I'd rather hear it from you, John, because I want to annoy you with all my questions. I have no clue, Janeth. The minimum requirements for the game is posted on Microsoft Store, though. But yes, Chris, it is a little daunting to look at initially, but like once you kind of get used to it, everything's kind of the same in a way. So, a Cessna, start out in a Cessna, learn how to start up the engine, and shut down the engine, and work the flaps, and far less buttons than this, right? And even this isn't that many buttons. I don't like airliners. I don't fly them, and so I get lost in those. But generally, having some lights on is good. Having your alternators on and off, on, it's probably pretty good, because otherwise you're running off battery power, which is not great. You know, you start up your engine, go through the checklist. There's an in-game checklist. So if I wanted to start my engine, this is the checklist to do. And, you know, right throttle lever, full open. You'd look at it. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to put that to full open. Prop RP, even though I think this being full open isn't correct. I could be wrong. Some checklists might be more correct than others. And then you can tick these off. You're like, yes, you know, this is correct, and then you tick it off. And then you move down to the next one, right condition lever, okay, cool, tick that off. And you just go through the whole checklist, and that'll start you up the whole plane. Generally just fine. Would highly recommend against playing any flight sims on keyboard. I would say at least get yourself a joystick. The joystick I have, the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, is only like $30. And this is a joystick that I've had since I played like Elite Dangerous back in the day. I didn't play any FSX with it. I played some X-Plane 11 with it, and it holds up pretty well. Are you Guy from USA? I am Guy from USA. That's my name, Guy. I'm Guy. You have an Xbox controller? It does have controller support. If I used my, like I have a PlayStation 4 controller I could plug in, I'd probably really only use that for camera, to get like smoother camera movement, because, you know, using the mouse is a little much at times. But, you know, as long as you're able to really control your throttle accurately, control your roll, pitch, yaw, and some flap control in there, that's most of it. Everything else, you can just have your keyboard ready and like have a couple bounds to your keyboard. What's your favorite feature about the game? Probably the flight model. You know, compared to like X-Plane, I don't know, it feels a lot more like these small GA aircrafts get buffeted a lot by wind and turbulence. And like the way the plane's kind of rocking right now, and, you know, there'll be times where, you know, we'll drop like 200 feet or something. I like that. I think it's really good. Second favorite thing, the terrain. Graphically, this game is just so far superior to all other flight simulators. It's not even close. And I'm talking default. If you get a whole bunch of payware stuff, you might be able to get the other ones to look just as good, if not better, in certain situations. But the fact that I don't have to dump $3,000 to do that makes this worthwhile. Where are we flying? We're flying over to Louisville, Kentucky at the moment. Is where we are headed. We took off from West Virginia. We're gonna fly over to Kentucky. Check out Louisville, fly around a little bit, land, maybe get some more fuel if we need to. And then we will fly south to Nashville, Tennessee, land, fly around, check that out, maybe get some more fuel. And then at that point, I don't know if we'll take a break, because that will be a couple hours. And then we'll come back and either finish trying to work our way down towards, you know, Louisiana and stuff. Takeoff was iffy today. It was iffy. The plane was getting destroyed by turbulence, and I don't know what was causing it. I don't know what was causing it at all, because I think the weather was 3 knots wind. It didn't mention anything about gusting, but I was getting blown around. It was not a pretty takeoff. Here, I'll simulate my friend. He has a GoPro on his wingtip. But I'd be flying over Birmingham. I don't know where's Birmingham. Yeah, 3 knots is super light. That's what I thought. Where's Birmingham? And I'll tell you if I'm going to be flying over it or not. Birmingham, Alabama. Well, let me check Google Maps real quick. Birmingham, Alabama. I just want to see where this is related to. So tell you what, we could actually, so we're flying over to Louisville right now, up here, and we'll check out Louisville, and then we'll fly down to Nashville and check that out. Honestly, Birmingham, it's on the way to New Orleans. You know, so that could be cool. Yes, we have New York. You know, we like to steal a lot of names. So I would say yes, we could probably go to Birmingham. So if I look up Birmingham's airport code, Alabama, Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport. Is that it? BHM? Hotel. M. Is this altitude for the airport? Like this airport is 832 feet. 630 feet? That makes sense. Elevation is 644 around here, based on Google. So I think this is the airport altitude. There. Here, we'll hide our flight plan. It's 1821 over there. So if you guys have other suggestions that kind of make sense to swing by on a route, definitely let me know. If you guys want other suggestions for places we go to, it's generally priority to people who like, do a super chat or members. Those are, kind of just how it goes. But otherwise, we'll be taking more and more flight plan ideas and locations as we keep streaming this throughout the weeks. I'm going to be streaming this a lot. So just because we don't do your route today doesn't mean we won't do your route tomorrow or anything like that. So definitely tune in whenever and subscribe for more good stuff, such as this. We love to see New York. Yesterday's stream, we were in New York, flying around. We flew by the Statue of Liberty. We flew and paused by the Empire State Building and stuff. That was actually kind of near towards the end of yesterday's stream. Where's the sun? There it is. It's right above us. All right. I do everything right, and then when I click the fly button, it doesn't do anything. It makes a noise, but no pop-up or anything. So are you setting up your route at the main menu and hitting that fly button, or are you like sitting on the runway or something and there's like a fly button down here? I think there's two different ones, right? 10:54 a.m. Ooh. 35 nautical miles, guys. Won't be too much longer till we're making our approach there. The main menu. You selected your plane. You selected your takeoff destination. Really, that's all you need. You just need a plane and a takeoff destination, and then you should be able to hit fly, and you should be good to go. If you're running into an issue, I haven't really ran into that specific issue that you're running into, so I can't really help you, you know. Is the autopilot easy to set up? Keying in, plane departure and everything. I don't know. I've never run into it. Try restarting a computer, to be honest. Sometimes that magically fixes everything. Anyways, autopilot on this one's not too bad, honestly. It doesn't default to GPS as autopilot. It actually defaults to a different type, and you kind of have to change it, and I had to just keep messing with buttons until I found the CDI kind of did it. But generally, yeah, turning on autopilot, turning that on, and then saying, hey, let's go by nav. And nav is my GPS in this case, because I have my GPS set up as my navigation. Or my nav would be like one of these, I think, but I don't know how to do those, that version. And so that would kind of align me left and right and kind of follow this purple line here that we've been following. How's our speed? 160 at the moment. We're actually making good time. And then, so after I do, you know, AP and then nav, you can also do heading mode, which basically, I have like a heading knob. It's right here. You see this, you can see this teal object rotating around. If I was flying by heading mode, and say someone told me, hey, fly heading 30, I would set this to 30 and then click heading, and it would just lock it on to 30. And I would just maintain that heading until someone either told me to change or whatever. From there, altitude, if you hover over these, they kind of explain what they do. This is telling my plane to hold altitude at current setting of 7,800. Vertical speed, so if I wanted to descend or ascend, I can do that. Direct route, which would override my flight path, I think. But this would be like if I'm just setting a one waypoint and I need to go there. That's what I would use. Flight plan, this is all of our waypoints in the GPS, and you can see where we are currently. PKB to SDF. And really that's the basics. That's kind of all I know. I probably explained everything wrong, and John is probably facepalming in the background back there. But that's how I understand it in my self-taught, dumb West Virginian way. 24 nautical miles. We're actually getting pretty close, guys, to our first landing point. That was pretty accurate. Good. The thing that I need from you, John, is how do I set up approach and land? Like more accurately. Like I can, do I just search up the approach vectors and stuff and just find a waypoint that's kind of coming in from the right direction? Or do I use this and actually, go to procedures and select approach, and that would kind of code into the GPS like its own turn? Or do I don't know. You probably don't know. You don't have any experience in this thing. I keep forgetting. You just fly headings. I'm pretty sure. Let's do. I don't know if that's the airport or not up ahead. You know how to do it in a GTN 650? Okay. I mean, this just might have to end up being something that I have to teach myself in a way, too. Looks like the color palette changed again, guys. We're getting more browns and yellows showing up. This is fairly different from where we took off from. It's a lot more flat from the looks of things. A lot more just kind of straight roads. Like, look at that road out there, how straight that is. Like, where I'm from in West Virginia, a straight road like that doesn't exist. Is there a landing and takeoff tutorial? I believe so. Yeah. There's tutorials about, like, holding patterns and stuff. I didn't do them. Basically, when I want to land, I just land. Do I like sports, and what's the ATA? My favorite sport's tennis. I'm a Roger Federer fan. Let's do cockpit here. ETA is probably going to be 10 minutes. Now, this whole trip's going to take an additional 101 minutes or so. But, our first stop is about 10 minutes. Time to start descent. 15 miles out. Okay, let's go ahead and do that then. Okay. see this whole vertical thing is a little weird. All right, so we'll go. I don't know, 500 feet a minute down. Maybe a little bit faster, I think. I might do 600. Let's get ATC on the horn. Tune to approach. I don't know how to set my squawk in this thing. I don't think I set my squawk at all, to be honest. I don't even know where it is. I'm so used to like the standard transponder down here. Like, I'm getting thrown through a loop. There's airport list. It's Louisville International, KSDF. Tune in to ATIS. Let's see what ATIS says. I don't know why it's not reading it to me, but reduce power.
Uniform 1700 Zulu. Flight 275 that tree. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear.
Wind's at 3 still.
14. 2.1 tree. Altimeter 29.902. ILS runway 17 left and ILS runway 17 right in use. Landing and departing runway 17 left and runway 17 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
17 left would be easy.
Short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have uniform. Stand deferred airport information uniform 1700 Zulu.
Fly left traffic pattern 17 left. Why not 237? Okay. This looks so real. I'm piloting a Saranka airline. Oh, that's cool. I think that's the airport right there, isn't it? Acknowledge, pattern entry, okay. Enter left traffic. 17 left. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my heading indicator to 17 just so I can roughly know which way I need to be. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off autopilot. Oof, it kicked. That kicked a bit. So we're pretty much flying straight over the airport right now. When I get my computer, I want to do commercial flights and things. I did a couple, not on stream. I did fly the A320 though, a little bit.
UPS 2921, turn next taxiway.
Okay, I'm not UPS here. I'm not UPS. Alright, I'm gonna start slowing down too. Just to make sure I don't have any traffic. It's about to run me over either. I'm gonna have to do like a full circuit, I think. So I'm gonna fly straight over the airport and then swing left, kind of to the south, and then we'll have to swing back north. Kind of do a little bit of a loop over this airport, guys. Want to do like Pittsburgh to London? Ooh, that would be a long one.
Going to 121.7 UPS 2921.
Alright, I'm gonna turn VS off here. I'm gonna start turning to the south. That's where we want to go. So we're in Louisville, guys. That's pretty cool.
Links 253 cleared to land runway 17 right. Follow the generic on final. Wind 275 at tree.
You know, we're actually getting some ATC. Obviously, it's not Vatsim ATC, but that's cool. You're from Pittsburgh? Nice. Being a person who went to West Virginia University, I have to instantly dislike you now. That's just how it goes. I'm sorry, but so Sleepy, have a good one. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, and you have a great time. We're gonna try and make this landing, and I don't think we're gonna need fuel for the next leg, but I do want to make this landing nonetheless. There's a train station also nearby here. Look at that. So we'll fly east a little bit here. My head on a swivel. I don't want to be taken out by a plane. Ooh, there's a plane on the taxiway down there. Power a little bit more again. I know a lot of people that goes to WU. Yeah, we flew by and over West Virginia University not too long. We did that yesterday. I flew from my hometown to where we went to college, and then it's a pretty common school. It's a cheap school is what it is, even for out of state. Pretty sure it's cheap. A lot of New Jersey people will come over. I don't know if I'm keeping the correct distance from the airport, to be honest, guys. I don't know. Please crash into someone. We want to see destruction. Crashing physics, it doesn't really exist in Flight Sim. It's pretty much just a black screen that's like, hey, you crashed. Don't do that again. Washington, Pennsylvania? Not familiar, no. I grew up on the Ohio side of West Virginia. I've been to Pitt, though. Like, I went up there and, you know, saw, like, the Cathedral of Knowledge and stuff. I think that's probably your guys' coolest building in Pittsburgh. It was 17 left, right? Seven left. So that's gonna be this runway here, where this other person I think is landing. Right now. Look at that. Touching down. That's gonna be our thing. Okay, clear to land. Runway 17 left. Follow generic on short final. Wind. All right.
UPS 208. Turn next taxiway.
So there's 17 left. Let's do it. Get some flaps down. So 17 left. 17 refers to the runway heading. So what direction the runway is pointing. Left is, there could be multiple runways that point that way, and so that's just the left runway. So as I turn here and start making my way to that runway, I'm doing this too short. That's not great, but whatever. This airport looks like it has 2 or 3 runways, and so they might have a 17 right and a 17 left. Yeah, I'm way too high. This is no good. This is an awful approach. Let's go gear down.
UPS 208, contact ground on 121.7.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Going to 121.
See, it's doing that roll again, guys.
208.
Ugh. That was weird. I bounced it. That roll threw me off. I went, I don't know, that turn was too aggressive. I should have got out farther more. Let's follow.
UPS 208.
Turn next runway?
Louisville Tower.
Alright, turn next
Cleared
runway.
ILS runway 17 right approach. Altimeter 29.9 to wind 275 at tree. Cleared ILS
That's a
runway
plane!
17 right approach.
This is a runway, not a taxiway. Flee. Flee from the plane. That seemed great. It was not good. It was not good. Alright. Okay, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway BH. Cross runway 29.
Brickyard 5718, hold position, caution, other traffic.
So I need to find BH. Here's H.
Hold position, Brickyard 5718.
And here's the runway I wanted to cross. I'm just gonna make sure. GG for getting run over. Go under his wing. Why can't I read any of these signs? I feel like I'm going the wrong way down this runway. Or taxiway here. That's fine. I'm just going for a cruise, guys. We're going for a cruise. Maybe I shouldn't be going so fast so I can actually read these. What, it's 3-5, right? Big airport. I really should have a chart up for this place so that I could, I don't know, actually read
Hold position, caution, other
something.
traffic.
Wouldn't know to go. Oh, normally you would have charts. I just didn't bring up any, so.
Jetlinks 253, continue taxi.
There's a plane landing back there. Pretty cool. I'm glad I'm actually getting some traffic today. Yesterday, we had like no traffic. Can I turn on the taxi ribbon thing? Yes, there is a taxi ribbon thing. I have it turned off at the moment because my immersion gets a little broken. Like we're not gonna be here for long, so honestly, I could just park up wherever. Like maybe I own a private hangar over here, huh? Hey, maybe this is where I wanted to go in the first place. This is it. This is the spot. Who knows? Alright, parking brake is on. So we're here. We're here in Louisville, everyone. So So let's take a look. So this, I don't believe, is a handcrafted airport. This is all generated by the game in the AI. Well, I'd be willing to check out 3FK. I don't know where that is. What's 3FK? I have a feeling that is where I needed to go. It's north of Louisville, just south of Indianapolis. We're heading south right now, so I don't think we're gonna be swinging back north up, because that would just extend our current flight plan. Because we're going down to Louisiana. But if you have anywhere that you want to stop between here and Louisiana, we can alternate that a little bit. What do you guys think of this airport for being randomly kind of thrown together as two planes crash into each other back here? That's fine. One's taking off though. He's escaping the carnage back in there. I think it looks pretty good. I feel like the roof is not detailed enough. I feel like the biggest thing with large buildings is getting the roof details correct. Because otherwise it doesn't look like, it just looks too flat. Yeah, it's not bad. I think this terminal over here looks way better than those over there. You know, those are just super blocky. But this terminal is real nice. I like this one over on this side. Is that the interstate? Yeah, it looks like the interstate through here. It's pretty much on multiple sides of it. What'd you miss? You missed an awkward landing and a near miss on the taxiway is what you missed. But we made it. We landed. We're fine. Yeah, the roof technology they need to work on. Because even this building here has at least one AC unit on it. You know, like a building that big would just be covered in AC units for the most part. I feel like this is an old runway or an old taxiway of some kind, isn't it? I have a feeling my plane is struggling a little bit at such low RPM. I'm gonna bring it back up. Old runway, that's what the yellow cross shows? Ah. Oh. Good to know. Alright, so we didn't shut her down. Current flight plan. If you take a look at our flight plan now, you can see we're on the next leg of our journey from KSDF over to KBNA. It's about 131 nautical miles, which is a lot shorter than our first leg was 213 nautical miles. So this is about, not quite 50%, you know, quicker, but decent. I assume you're not going to refuel. We don't have to redo the checklist. We didn't shut her down. We just kind of stopped. So everything should be fine. Fuel wise, I think we're okay. We're not even at half yet. So what I will do, okay, here we go. Let's do Louisville. Go back to clearance. Why can't I? Is it because I haven't fulfilled this request? I have a feeling it's because I haven't fulfilled getting to the GA. Let's turn on the ribbons here. Hold on. Navigation aids. Taxi ribbon on. Alright, fine. Oh, look at that. It was that one over there. Okay. Noted. Noted, game. Let's go to the correct spot so that we can work with ATC again. Because right now, they just think we're losing our mind out here at an abandoned runway. Oh, it wanted me to go left. Thought it wanted me to go to right. Good to know. Alright, so we just follow these. And we'll get there. Plane's still running good. I don't really hear any issues with the engine. Going a little quick through the taxiway here. Welcome back. Yeah, you know, I want to try and avoid it in the future. Like if I end up joining like Vatsim and stuff, obviously the ribbon does nothing to you because it just wouldn't help with anything. Oh, hello. I think I should probably hold short here. Yeah, hold position. Yeah, maybe you should tell me to hold position before I hold position myself, ATC. Yeah, I was just watching Squirrel. Squirrel is a really good simmer. Informational. Clean. Concise. Way better than Uthris. Are you guys seeing the screen, like, have weird effects on it? Or is it only my computer and display doing that? Not noticing it. It kind of looks like, you know how LCD screens will kind of pixelate and look weird if they're vibrated or touched? Like if you press on the screen, it'll kind of warp. It's kind of doing that. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's just my monitor or whatever. Is it doing it every time you go over an arrow? Oh, let's see. Yes. It's the arrow clipping through. Thank you. You're far smarter than I. Uthris is a big old dum-dum. Why is Air Royal 220 going to general aviation parking? You'd think that would be a bigger plane or something.
UH 3232, hold position, caution, other traffic.
What? Is it the bus? Looks like it was the bus, lads.
UH 3232, continue taxi.
This is a nice GA area.
UPS 2658 requesting the end of pushback. UPS 2658 request to end pushback received.
There are General Aviation 777s out there. Yeah, but that's so weird.
Ground UPS 2658 with uniform ready to taxi IFR.
You know what plane that I kind of want? I kind of want a Twin Otter, guys. There's a setting for navigation, taxiway. Wait, what? Did this bring me in the wrong way? I don't have a reverser there, guys, so you're just gonna deal with that. There. Slam it, and park right in front of you. Twin Otter, those are silly but reliable. I mean, I like them. I think they look funny, and they look chill, you know. Yeah. So the settings for the taxiway stuff is under assistance. And then navigation aids, and then taxi ribbon is right here. Okay, now we can actually call ATC again. We're going to be taking off to the south. They don't offer a south departure, so we're gonna probably depart to the west then. Can you do Burke, BGGH, or EGLL, EKCH after this whole flight? After this whole flight, we'll probably take a break for a little bit. Will that be on by default? Depends on your difficulty settings you choose at the start of the game, Chris. If you choose easy, or it will be on. I chose hard, so it won't be on. So it's about those. I mean, like, once we get to our destination, like the final destination, I'll probably take an hour break, and then we'll either continue flying, and I might take some routes from you guys. John might join us at that point. So at the moment, we're still working our way down to Alabama. So let's depart from the west. Radio taxi. I'm just gonna run these guys over, because honestly, I don't think they should be here. Just gonna, oh, you're dead. Sorry about that. Crashing into planes, excuse me. Excuse me. It's fine, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, there's a lot of difficulty sliders and options for, you know, whatever difficulty level you want to fly at, for more of an arcade feel or more of a full sim feel. I do think it's a more enjoyable and a more sim sort of level. But for the sake of taxiways, I've never really bothered in learning taxiway procedure, so I would say, for me, I'm fine with having these taxi lines on. Whoever decided these guys need to be there has spent too much time at an airport. Yeah, they don't need to be there the whole, like, everywhere, for sure. I think it would be nice if there was a requested thing. Like, you'd be like, hey, I request pushback, but the guy's not just waiting all the time at you, you know? there a way to do a joystick cam? I mean, I have a webcam. I'm just not using it right now. It's not pointed down at my hand or anything like that. But yes, in theory, I could do that. But that would require me wearing pants. Okay, acknowledge hold position. Alright.
Hold position UH-32 tree 2.
What am I holding for? Am I holding for that guy? I'm gonna get up to the actual hold position line. Alright, well, while we're holding, I'm just gonna do another magneto check before flying out here.
Cleared for takeoff runway 17 left UBS 2658 feet.
Raptor is streaming. Got the good old Dino guy. He's gonna do some probably big old crazy stuff. Not my type of content for sure.
UBS 20847 contact ground on 121.7.
Alright. Request takeoff. Traffic is generic on runway. Knowledge hold short. Oh, there's our generic. Downloading quite nicely. I should be playing in an hour. Good. And again, if anyone has this game already installed, and I am playing live, so you guys can, in theory, just join. I think the game is crashing at the moment, though. Yes. Yes, it is. That's my first crash. We've been playing for How long has the stream been going, chat? 2 hours and 14 minutes or so? Wow. Game crash. That sucks. Rip. F's in chat, please. F's, F's, F's. All the F's. Did you make it to Kentucky? We made it to Louisville. Yes. And I'm going to have to start her back up. One moment. Let's do Microsoft Flight Sim. Probably won't get it till late October because my birthday is October 14th and I need a computer. That is a requirement. Yes. However, people who get it on Xbox when it finally comes out for Xbox will, I believe, get to play with people on PC. Which would be kind of interesting to see how that goes. My cat is trying. What? What are you doing, Amaranth? Amaranth? You can't fit underneath the door. He's trying real hard. Flight Sim, I've noticed, it takes a long time to start. 3FK is right north of Columbus in Indiana. I see it on the map. So curious how it looks. Oh, it's rough. John, give me the I need the airport code for actually I might not need it. I might not need the first two airport codes. Yeah, you check for updates, game. There's apparently a game-ready driver for NVIDIA video card users, by the way, for Flight Sim. So, something to consider. FYI, if you guys have an NVIDIA graphics card, you might want to get that installed. KSDF KBNA KBHM. Thank you, sir. You're basically running ATC for me. you're just filing my own flight plans. Oh man, all these cats, I swear. All these cats. Clear to crash and burn. I don't wanna. Chat nav. Chat nav is an important feature. Kawaii little Nekos. Kawaii desu ne. O genki desu ka? Jasper-san. Jasper-chan. If you have a GeForce, you should have like a GeForce application of some sort. There we go. Alright guys. World map. Okay, SDF. To KBNA. So we're going down to Nashville initially here. It's a 44-minute flight. It's a little long, isn't it? And only 270. I don't know. Do you guys want to see a different plane for this next leg, since we're here? You want to go a little bit quicker? GeForce Experience, yes, that. I'm not too familiar with all the planes, to be honest. Like, for example, the TBM 930 is the plane obviously John wants, but I don't know how to start her up. Wouldn't mind looking at the longitude or the CJ4. How fast is the CJ4? I'm hoping something. CJ4. I think I flew that yesterday a little bit. In the longitude, this is from the deluxe or premium edition, so we might do the longitude. Because it would be very similar to the CJ4, but just a little bit quicker. So if I bring that, our flight time turns into 16 minutes. Oof, that's real fast. That's like get up to speed and slow down. You know? Your dad has a Siri. Kind of like an A5. Oh. see, that's so frustrating. I wish I could set multiple things. Like if I could go down here to Nashville, set as arrival or something, and then come down to, you know, New Lakeford. But yeah, there's an ad, but there's no ad up here. I feel like there needs to be an ad up here, guys. What's the final one? It's maybe I just have to search it like this. KBHM ad. Ad. In the New Orleans. I think it's this one. Ad. Oh my god. Okay, this needs a little rework, in my opinion. Because I guess you do more or less add as arrival, and then you set up all your mid stops at that point. So like Nashville, add Birmingham, add. So there. That's the proper way to set up a route. Uthras doesn't know what he's doing, chat. Sea Ray Amphibious? Ah, cool. Flight conditions. Live. Freaking cats, I swear. Alright. Alright, we got live weather now. We're gonna start flying. I'm probably starting on the runway by mistake, but that's fine. I don't know how to start up this airplane, and I don't want to waste any more time. We'll just, I'm just gonna hit all these waypoints. I'm probably not gonna land at these airports, but we're definitely gonna fly over them, so you guys can see them. And then we will just carry all the way down and probably land in New Orleans. So that'll be our full flight for this second little leg here. Flew a bit today, though. I'm still confused on how to taxi properly using the number descriptions. Well, they're letter descriptions. So each taxiway has a letter associated to it. So if you're told to go to taxiway 17, 17 via, you know, Alpha Kilo, you know, so you're gonna look to see where, you know, runway 17 starts on your chart. You're gonna look to see where you are. You're gonna see runway Alpha, so you're gonna get on Alpha towards Kilo, which then takes you to the beginning. So it kind of reads like that. It helps if you have a chart. I don't usually have charts in front of me, so Bill, if you want, you can turn on like the little ribbons to follow. Stop. I don't think we'll need to refuel. Like I'm gonna change how much fuel we have while in here. Here we are, Louisville International, ready to fly. I guess that wasn't on live weather, guys, because this is actual live weather here. Oh god, the game is chugging. I don't know why. It might just take a second to load everything in. We're getting light rain now, so that's neat. Alright, let's just get up in the sky. Let's get in the sky. That should be all prepped for takeoff. V1. And we're off the ground. It's still doing this roll thing. Even this plane has it. Alright. That was fun. Look at that view, guys. Look at that. I feel like something is broken with the wind in turbulence. Chat. Because, the amount of roll that we were getting at takeoff was huge. Absolute huge roll on that. Alright, so AP, go now.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Did I? Acknowledge frequency change.
Louisville
Sure.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
And then... What altitude should we fly at? I want to fly... Look at that. That's Louisville right there, down there, guys. Seems like right wing isn't making lift in the model. It's doing something real weird today. Like, and like right before it starts streaming, perfectly fine. So I don't know. Oh, we are cruising. Wow, that's beautiful. That looks so good. Bring the power down a little bit. I'm just gonna set altitude hold at like as soon as we're above the cloud layer. Might need to try a base game plane later. Yeah, but like my test on before the stream was the Baron, and I have it on the Baron. So I don't know. I think I might need to do that for one, but also maybe do some other generic tests and stuff. I think that'd be good. Alright, we're gonna hold this height. As the plane makes its rounds. Start the fucking landing gear down. Oh shit, I'm dumb. I feel like I need an auto throttle here. Oh boy. Set our airspeed. To like 290. And then where's auto throttle at? I have no idea. Do an aileron roll? We basically did that at takeoff. We about rolled her. At takeoff. The clouds are looking good, guys. Nice and fluff. Very fluff. Let's see. God, we are going so fast. We're going like twice as fast.
Southwest 159er for Indianapolis Center. Continue as planned.
Continue as planned. Understood. In op. Flight director? No idea. It's possible to be a passenger during a flight in the game. I believe that's what you guys all are right now. But if you're talking about just like a view, you know, I can change my view, but I can't like join someone else's flight in a way. So if I wanted to, actually this one doesn't even have a model back cabin. Payware aircraft will probably fix that right there. Look at that. Look at that. That looks so good. That's like amazing. Is that the cargo hold? Yeah, so if you do ground services for cargo, they might open up the cargo hatch. I'm not sure. Well, that's landing gear. I think it only has landing gear hatches that can open. Yeah, so this is one of the deluxe version planes, or premium ones. So Citation Longitude, flying over an airfield down there. Will it follow that line to the airport? Yes. Yes. So the buttons I've pressed, it should hold altitude at around 153, and follow this line all the way to our waypoint, which is currently Kilo Bravo. I don't know what N is. And then Alpha, I guess. This is how far we are from it. This is the rough heading to get there. This is our current speed. Nice and quiet. Oh, guys, we have a satellite phone. Why would it need it? So the reason for the interior is a lot of people like cruising at this altitude and then sitting in like a passenger seat in the back and looking out the window. It creates really good camera views to have interiors, and I'm sure Payware aircraft will have the interiors of a lot of them. November. There sucks at that. I feel like I need a chart, like over my monitor, that I can look at. It's a weird LOD issue right there. It's like part of the livery gets despawned. I don't know. Like, do you guys like the Baron more or this one? I mean, do you just like this one because it's faster and you get to see more quicker? Like, is that why everyone just flies jets? Because you get to see the same amount of stuff just quicker or something? Your ex-army suit should be good at least. I think, you know, it's... I don't know if they use the exact same. You like this one? It looks nicer. It is a very fancy plane than the Baron.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet southwest 269er.
Okay, that's southwest call out there. Can I see down through that? Ooh, I can. Ugh. That looks so good. All planes need a drone view. Like IRL. Like, wouldn't flying as a passenger be so much cooler if there was just like a drone getting, like someone attached a GoPro on a string, like out here, and it's just like flapping in the wind, and you can just look around. How high? We're at about flight level 140 or so. It's also nice that it's faster. Yeah. Makes sense. Or, no, 153. That's our flight level right now. We are 73 nautical. Did I already pass the first waypoint, chat? I feel like I already passed one. How do I look at my whole flight plan here, computers? Where... Oh god, don't tell me it's down here. Flight plan. Back. Plan. Back. So KSDF to KBNA. KBNA, 70 nautical miles. When we're going about 290. A VTOL supersonic passenger plane. I think we just call those SSTOs. We just call those SSTOs. Can you go to Chernobyl? Yes, there's videos of people going there. I mean, I'm not gonna go there right now. It's already been done, and I'd rather fly to, like, you know, subscriber. Rather fly, you know, like through mountainous terrain or something if I wanted to just like putt around, or fly to like your guys' hometown or stuff, because that's cool. Yeah, Renee, I think they were really just asking if I could go there right now, which is really, honestly, the quickest way for me to not want to visit somewhere is if someone just kind of just starts yelling that I should go to places. Looking good, plane. Looking good. Alright, last I checked, we were at 70 nautical miles. We've already gone 12 nautical miles. So we are definitely cruising. Generic 702. You're 20,000 feet above?
10,000 feet, generic 702.
This generic 702 is 20,000 feet above their assigned altitude of 10,000 feet. What are they doing? Just join the stream. Do you have any additional hardware to play the game, or do you just use a mouse, keyboard, or controller? I have a joystick. I have a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick. Here, let me do this real quick. We'll angle this down. maybe this will work. This will probably not work, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Just to see if it does. No, it's probably not gonna. Let's try something like, nope. Yeah, we'll try something like that. What does this see? What does this see? There's my joystick. Hey, there we go. Not too bad. I mean, it's from above. I don't even know where to put this thing. But yeah, this is all I got. Just simple. It's got a hat switch. It's got a couple buttons up here. We got, you know, trigger, some side buttons. My throttle, you guys can't see it quite well, but it's just back here. It's just a knob. But otherwise, this is the setup. But you can see, like, while I'm on autopilot, it's not going anywhere. I'm doing pretty good. Victor, welcome to the stream. We're at 41 nautical miles from our first point here. So let me see if there is a way for me to... So I can't use vertical speed to go down for some reason. I can tell it to go up, but I can't use it to descend. Don't know if you talked about this, but what are your thoughts about this game? I mean, your first impressions after playing it for a couple hours. I really like it.
Traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 15,300 feet Cessna C700. Report them in sight.
I mean, I really like it. You know, I played a decent amount of X-Plane 11. So I think that's cool.
Have the Cessna C700 in sight.
Good old 4-Flight 291. Is that, I think that's an actual person. 4-Flight 291. And the funny thing is, they were talking about me. So the person down below me had to look up and make sure that I was above them and that they could see me as I passed over, because there's their plane right there flying away. Can I go to Myrtle Beach? The more you say, can I go to Myrtle Beach, the less I want to go there. You know, there's going to be plenty of time for me to see a whole swath of different places. You know, we're just going to have to be a little bit of patience, because it's a beautiful game, and I want to see kind of everything in due time. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. So how you control this camera, by the way, is WSA and D and the numpad. So it's a little weird. Is there any places that nobody has charted a route for? I mean, probably. You know, the Earth is huge. And thank you for the cam. You know, it's a iffy setup at best. I don't know long term if this is gonna be the permanent thing that we do for Flight Sim or not. my camera kind of just has to hang off the top of my monitor because it's really supposed to be for like me.
20,000 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
All right, how many nautical miles we got? We got 21 nautical miles left. I gotta let my cat out of this.
Air
one.
Transport
Hold
Tree
on.
425 contact Memphis Center on 132.
Also, how's it going, Jones? Come on. Feel free.
132.1 Air Transport Tree 425.
Really looking forward to getting into this. Yeah, I think it's good. Didn't you take off work? Yeah, I took Monday and Tuesday off work. So I was able to get a 1 day early access, and then today we're going to be doing this stream basically until we reach our destination and land, and then we will head on over, take a break, and then maybe come back and fly some more obscure routes at that point. Let me turn off altitude hold here. And maybe I should just trim us nose down. I have my trim assigned here, but it's not really doing it. It actually doesn't want to nose down at all. Because I wanted to get down low to pass over this airport so we could see it. There we go. Good old hand cam, guys. Gotta have hand cam. So there's the airport. We're just gonna fly over this one and keep on trucking. But this is part of the route down to the south. Playing with an Atari controller, basically, yeah. Pew 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 pew. Look, it's a cheap little joystick, but you know what? It works. We are going way too steep down. We were descending at like 7,400 feet a minute. Maybe one notch of flaps will help with that. Overspeed. Nope, that's going to provide too much lift. I think I have an air brake assigned, right? Yeah, I have an air brake. Okay, good. So there is what is this? Nashville? Right here? I think. Good old Nashville. Let me set this up, and we will do autopilot back on, maintain altitude here, and we need to speed back up. Alright, there. Now, you can take a look at it. There we go. So that's Nashville International Airport. Think you can speedrun Minecraft? No. I wouldn't want to. I don't like speedrunning any game. I think you're going to start with small airports and short flights. Yeah, I would think so. Falling with style? Yeah, definitely falling with style. Oh, my speed brake's still on. Let's turn that off. There we go. So we're still cruising. To our final destination, which is going to be 147 nautical miles. It's going to be about a 15-minute flight here. Go to Palm Springs Airport and fly to Coachella. Maybe when we are changing flights, you can suggest that. But we're currently already on like a predetermined flight plan. Please show us the downtown Birmingham when you get to BHM. Sure, since we'll be actually landing at that airport, we'll do a quick little circuit over as well. The views are so good. Like, it doesn't even feel like we've been streaming for 3 hours, guys, but we have been. 4 miles southwest of BHM, by the way. Well, we'll definitely travel 4 miles in about, 1 second, based on our rate of travel here, so. There's a Birmingham in America? Yep, there is. I think people forget how big America is and how there's just not enough names for things. I don't think they look white. I think they actually, I think terrain-wise, like the height, look okay, but I don't think they're white. I think there's an issue with the satellite data that it's using. Because someone already flew over them, I think, that I saw. Boy, we're going south for sure. Look at how flat this whole thing is. Like, we took off from West Virginia. You guys remember how hilly that was? This is pretty dang flat down here. Earth is flat, Uther's bruise. Confirmed. Hashtag confirmed. If everyone can go ahead and get a hashtag trending on Twitter about how Microsoft Flight Sim proves the Earth is flat theory. They deserve some sort of Nobel Peace Prize to finally get that dispute to rest. Could I go lower? I mean, you really wouldn't want to. I'm technically overspeeding right now. I think, I don't think you're allowed to go faster than 250 knots under 10,000 feet. Or over 250 knots under 10,000 feet. And I'm doing about 300 knots right now. Buzz the Tower Goose. You know, one of my coworker is the guy in Top Gun who got to actually fly upside down and flip the bird. He actually got to do that because he was in the Air Force during the movie shoot. And then one of his friends is the pilot that got to buzz the tower in Top Gun. Yeah, the views are real good. God, this is so touchscreeny. It's so weird. Like, there's no dials. I mean, no, there's dials, but no, Ooh, does this actually work? Oh, the HUD doesn't work? Fine. You know, they have a swear jar on the airport bits where films and where you put money if you mention anything to do with Top Gun. Probably, yeah. It's very clean and neat. Yeah, it is. It's like I'm like in the Tesla of planes. I wonder if Tesla is eventually going to make a plane. I have a feeling they're going to make some sort of electric plane at some point. Or try to. So ETA is about 20 minutes. It looks like we're heading straight south, like a bullet. If I come back to our flight plan. Welcome back. Now, here's some actual hills and stuff. A little less flat in this little portion. The weather has cleared up nicely as we've head south. When we took off, it was basically sprinkling. So that's cool. Can you jump out of the plane? Nope. Can't walk around either. The max height you can go in any plane is the ceiling height of that plane. So if a plane can fly up to 30,000 feet, that's as high as it can go. If a plane can fly 35,000 feet, that's as high as it can go. .98 nautical miles. So John, when you getting off work, friend? Where does it say the max height? I think it says it in the hangar of the plane. Or at the main menu. It'll say like max service ceiling or something like that. If not, then Google. I'm not sure. I don't want to fly up to the edge of space, so there's no real reason for me to look at it. Oh man, Oculus Rift is requiring you to log in via Facebook going forward. Facebook sucks. That's awful. Off at 3? What? So 6 minutes? Because it's about to be 3 o'clock my time. Though you're probably 1 hour behind me if you fly out of Louisiana, so that'd be a whole other hour for you. This is what we'll probably do in the second stream today, guys. Later in the evening, we're probably gonna take bush planes, and we're probably gonna go up to like the mountains and putt around. So again, if people have the game and they want to play with us during that time, or even now, technically, you know, we'll be playing in open live server, and anyone with the game will be able to hop in and spawn in a plane and fly around. How's that sound to you, John? Look at how brighter this is compared to, you know, the shadows from the clouds. Sounds fantastic? Nice. Damn work always making you do things. I know, it's rough. That's why I took today off. I should probably check my work email though before tomorrow, just to make sure nothing exploded, though I'm sure everything did in some regard. Well, I have about 80 emails. Well, that'll be what I go through, I suppose. Where are we now? We are heading down to Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama is about where we're at. I don't know how many nautical miles. We are currently cruising 80 nautical miles left here. Our estimated arrival time is going to be 7:12 p.m. It's currently 6:57 p.m. So in about 12 minutes we'll be arriving, and I may want to slow down. It's supposed to be on PTO today and yesterday too, but stuff exploded at your work, and here you are. I know that pain. I know that pain. Like yesterday, before streaming this flight sim with you guys, I was at dinner, and before heading out to dinner, I checked my work email, which was a mistake, because like I checked my work email and everyone's just like, yeah, no, everything's broken. I'm just like, oh Lord, let me just go to dinner now. I think the world was tearing asunder, guys. What's up with this? What's up with that? All right, we could see the Earth mantle right there. See, this is why I kind of don't like fast planes, because if you fly low so you can kind of see some detail, you know, it's got to stream it all in, and it's not going to stream it in very quickly to make it look good. Does the landscape change in accordance to seasons in real life? If I set it to snow, yes, it would be, everything would be covered in snow and things would be white. But I don't think the trees change colors, for example. Alright, Chris Cleve, you have a good one. Thanks for swinging by. Ooh, there's an airport right there. What airport's that? We're flying over... There's a couple. KHSV? Whatever that is. Let's see. KH... If I can spell SV? Huntsville International. It's Huntsville. So we're in Alabama. That'd be an awesome date. No, the fall colors isn't a thing, right? As far as I'm aware in this game. But if real world weather says it's snowing as well, and you fly through a snowstorm, everything's gonna be covered in snow. It's Huntsville, yep. It's good old Huntsville, Alabama. There's another tear in the Earth's crust again. Alright, how many nautical miles? We got 60 nautical miles to go. It's a nice looking river. HSV for Huntsville makes sense. Makes sense now. It's funny how those things work. Until you know, you don't know. If you guys do have the game as well, our Discord, I went ahead and made like a channel for Flight Sim and stuff. So if you guys want to talk about Flight Sim, or if you want to get in voice chat with each other and put around and share your guys' experiences, you can do so. That channel is just basically an open join. So you guys can talk, coordinate flights, things like that on our Discord. You can also subscribe for more creative goodness, of course. You can become a member to get access to our cool emotes, things like that, crossing the Tennessee River. Ooh. Just trying to get down to Birmingham. 50 nautical miles. Connection lost. Please ensure you have an active internet connection. Testing 1, 2. You guys can still hear me, I think, right? I think you guys can. I should be fine. I should be fine. Oh, successfully reconnected, just like that. The servers are probably riding the struggle bus. Yeah, probably. Yep. Coleman should be to my right soon. Boop. Looks like a bunch of fields. Lots of fields. Whole lot of nothing. Alright guys, in chat, how well do you think I'm gonna hit this landing? Out of 10. What's everyone's expectations here? John's gonna say 4 out of 10, because that seems to be all he gives me. Great Fall with a 9 out of 10. Confidence. I hope you have your seatbelt on in the back there, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. 35 nautical miles. 6 out of 10? Ow. Ugh. My pride. My pride. Whoa, it feels like we're skydiving. Oh, I wonder if this is getting people sick. 2 out of 10 lost points for Snark, but sits a good bit higher than you used to be, on top of being so much faster. Oh lord. Just judging from how you're flying when you were going to Louisville. Come on, man. Look, I think something is weird with the planes, okay? Something is going on that I need to somehow fix or address, where it just wants to turn over on me. Because it wasn't doing that earlier. Like, in my practice session before streaming, John, I had, like, I took the Baron out, I flew around my hometown a little bit, and I came back and I landed. It was a butter smooth landing, and I thought to myself, today's gonna be a good day. John is gonna be proud of me that I could start this thing up without a checklist, get it going, take off, and land her just fine. And you know what happens? Everything goes sideways immediately. At the moment, I'm on autopilot, but I will be hand landing it when we get down there. 12 hours into the download, and it's at 69%. At least you chose a good number to be at, my friend. A good number to be at. Alright, what do we got? We got 23 nautical miles. I should probably descend a little bit, chat. Maybe down to 5,000.
Autopilot.
We're basically breaking from the autopilot a little bit. It's a game where you can not do anything for 90% of the time. Fun. If so, what exactly makes it fun? The views are really nice. Whoa. Especially in this COVID kind of situation where we're not really going outside much. I think it's a good way to kind of see the world. Landing and takeoff is fun. The prep work is fun. Setting up a flight path is fun. The cruise is definitely the most dull part of the whole process. Don't get me wrong. But you can skip that if you want to. There's actually an option to just skip the cruising part. But at the same time, there could be gems, there can be little things that you are essentially skipping over and not getting to see. It's just like one big tourism factor. Really. Yeah, and you don't always have to fly somewhere. What runway we coming up to? I don't know. Whatever one we land at. Probably. I'm just trying to get lower so that I don't come in with too much speed again like last time. Is that the airport out there? Well, there's a runway, I think, but not. So pretty much a big RP session. Well, there's that. There's Vatsim, which adds an additional thing because you start introducing radio comms and interacting with actual people and things like that, which can really make it interesting. Alright, so we came down, speed-wise. Will more planes come out soon? There's already a couple Bayware planes out. So if you're looking for that, then yes, I would assume so. Alright, so this is the airport. I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually just land here too. But we'll cruise around a little bit as well. So let's turn all this stuff off. I don't need any of it. Let's check out what downtown looks like in Birmingham, Alabama. Looks like that's probably the downtown area over here. Now it's going to have to stream in some detail. Right now we're at a pretty low detail level pass. Then go to New Orleans. I don't think we're going to make it all the way to New Orleans today. Let's do one flap level here, so that we can go a little slower. There we go. Things are loading in. Things are loading in. Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, everyone. I'm getting warnings and stuff. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Here, let's speed brake too. So this looks like downtown. Right out here. So there it is. Aggressive beeping intensifies. Yeah, you always know you're in for a ride when aggressive beeping starts. Alright. Looking good. There's like 4 baseball fields right there, guys. That's crazy. Do they need that much baseball? Okay. I think we'll, I guess line up for runway 1 or so. Hey, Dan, bro. I can't help you, Trident. I haven't really run into that type of issue, so, can't really help you out there, sorry. that's gonna be our runway right there.
Landing gear.
Double flap.
Gear. Landing gear.
We'll get the, yes, landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be yet another wonderful, tight landing brought to you by Uthris. I don't even know what speed I need to be, you've been dealing with it for 10 hours. That sucks, dude. Like, I had to completely uninstall and reinstall the game. So, I feel your pain. The thing that, you know, oh, God, it's still doing that whole buffeting thing. 500. Oh, man. It does feel like I'm not producing lift on the right wing, John. I agree with that sentiment dramatically. Oh my lord. This is awful. This is real bad. This is a 0 out of 10 landing, I think. This is a 0 now. I'm going around. I'm going around. Not doing that.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Not doing that. See, like, I'm not even doing these inputs. Like, look at that. I'm fighting it. Ugh. With an airliner, could you see if there's an animation for an engine fire? 10 out of 10 choice to go around. I should have made that choice sooner though. I don't know if there is engine fire or not. I'm not really interested in airliners myself. Tried that, you've reinstalled and nothing works? Yeah. It's being really wonky to a lot of people. Alright, here we go. We're back away from it. I'm gonna land. I'm gonna turn around. See, at this flight level, it's fine. Man, I don't know what's up with flying low to the ground. Update GPU drivers. Yeah, make sure all your drivers are up to date. Try restarting your computer. Sometimes that just fixes things too. Do you meet the minimum requirements for the game? Do you own the game? That could be a thing. Alright, this is a little bit better of a run-up situation here.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Landing gear. Landing gear is down. Maybe even speed brake. Here, because I'm having to dive quite a lot. Let's look at this slope. A bit better. Spend 110, have an RTX 2080 Super and i9 30 gig. Don't understand. I don't know. What's my ground speed? I don't know, about 170 knots. Alright, here we are. I feel like I'm picking too short of a runway, and also I think there's a plane either lining up and waiting or something down here. God dang, it's so hard to keep level. See? Like, it's dipping. It's dipping. It's dipping so much. Nope. Crashed. GG. Collided with an object and caused critical damage. What is going on with flying slow? Hold on. The about section of my YouTube channel has all my PC specs. Yeah, boom indeed. Boom indeed. We face planted that. I'm just getting this whole yaw, or not yaw, this roll. Let me I'm gonna test something here. I'm gonna go to my home runway. I'm gonna choose something that can fly slow. And I just want to see. And I'm gonna set the weather to completely calm. Cessna 152, you guys think that'll be fine? For this little test? Custom. It's clear skies. Temperature. We got Titan's Builds that's subscribed. Thanks, Titan. Enjoy your time on the channel, man. Might be sensitivity? I wasn't having this issue yesterday. There we go. Here's the wind layer. Make it 0. Okay. Also, someone's down here flying around my airport, which is kind of cool. Okay. We're gonna try this. We're gonna see if it works. If I still get this thing, you know. Don't understand why Xbox has a longer drop time. Probably because they wanted it to come out on the new Xbox, to be honest. They probably wanted to be like a console seller in that regard, if I had to guess. Let's see if I can't angle this up a bit. There we go. Now you guys can see a little bit more of the joystick. Okay, so here we are. Ready to fly. It's all ready to go.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 straight out, departure approved.
Okay. We're in a Cessna 152, right? This shouldn't have any issue. Perfectly calm weather. We're going 60. We go up. And that's it. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of that, but to your point, it could be my sensitivity, but I'm barely moving my arm. I might have to look at that. Because on a faster plane, that could really extrapolate out and become a bit of an issue. Honestly, this thing doesn't even need any trim. It's flying level and pretty good. Crank back the throttle a little bit. Try a low plane wing. All right, let me land it first, just to confirm. I've barely left the runway and I already did like a 180. Alright, there we go. I'm not gonna get the numbers, but that's fine. I don't really need, you know, this thing will stop real short if I want it to. Well, both planes we flew today are payware. I'm coming in way too hot. So, landing was fine. I didn't get any sort of buffeting on that. Drift King. Drift King. The game will come out on Xbox at another time. No one knows the release date for the Xbox yet. Alright, so that looked fine. That looked fine. And, so let's try a low wing, non-DLC plane. And spread out all over the runway. And, well, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so set as departure here. Let's do a low wing. Beechcraft Bonanza, you think? That's a base craft. So we'll test that. Get an I-99, use GeForce 2020. Yeah. I don't think it's your computer specs, Triton, to be honest. I think honestly it might be a Microsoft issue. Consuming a lot of power. Well, I'll show you my task manager while I'm actually in the game. Have fun with the plane. I'll have fun with the planes. I like putting around on planes. Alright, so this is loaded in. This is about what I'm getting. Even though you can't see all of it, that'd be better. So, you know, 70% CPU, 70% GPU is about what I'm using, maybe a little bit more. Sometimes it's backs to 100, kind of depends. Alright, let's close those out. Throttle up. Here we go. Back. It doesn't want to take off. This one's doing it a little bit. Really not as drastically, but you can see it. It is doing something weird. What about the 3 GB update? I haven't done an update at all, so I've been playing like all morning, so. So this is fine. It had something going on, but not much. It was correctable. Makes you think the ground effect is doing something weird. Potentially, I'm gonna have to cut back the RPM a little bit. Alright, let's try for a landing. Do you think it will stop the grayed out screen of the flight training? No idea. I didn't even do the flight training, so I didn't even use that. Alright, so flaps 1. Do pretty much flaps 2. Gear down. Want to stall it here.
500.
Probably want to land around 80 knots. So disappointed and tired. I'm sorry, man. That just sucks. I'm coming in too sharp there. Ugh. It buffeted me again there. And there. Yeah, I have no clue, chat, what's going on. It's weird. Yeah, I would say take a break, walk away, and come back to it. People might be having that same issue, and maybe by the time you come back, some better solutions are out there, man. Look at all that grass. Okay, cool. We are... Yeah, I still don't know what's causing that. I might even restart my computer just to make sure. This is weird. We've been streaming for about 4 hours so far today. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take about an hour or so break. Maybe a little bit longer. I don't want to hit this fuel truck. I should probably stop. With that, thanks everyone for coming out to today's stream. I hope you enjoyed Microsoft Flight Sim as much as I do. I'm going to keep tweaking with stuff. We'll be back streaming here around 6 p.m. Eastern time, probably. And we'll do some bush flying. We'll do it in live. So if you guys have the game and it's working, caveat is if it's working, you can come out and fly with us as we explore some areas. So with that, we'll see you guys in part 2 here in a little bit. And y'all have a good one. Also, thank you for subscribing.